There have been new developments in this story. This morning, police have confirmed that the two bodies are the mother and her 14-year-old daughter. They believe the two younger girls are still with Mays.
Just imagine sleeping on a hard concrete slab like this night after night. That's what Angelo does, and with colder months ahead, it's going to be that much more difficult. Well, the food has been delivered. The surprise is a done deal now, and there is one very happy family, all thanks to these guys here. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Wonderful. What's it feel like? What's it feel like to do something like this on Thanksgiving?
I mean, it definitely feels good.
I
caught you off guard.
I think
there.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say y'all.
Well, it's fun. I brought that up because Justin, our graphics guy in the control room on the morning show, he said one of my good mornings earlier was like, it sounded like a Southern thing. So I guess Louisiana is rubbing off on me a little bit.
This is Interstate 10 in Tallahassee. As all these cars go flying by me, there is a problem out there of aggressive drivers. It's a problem that the Florida Highway Patrol is cracking down on all week long. This walkway used to be nice and clear, but right now it's a whole other story. The top of the Hawkins house is blocking it. Steve Sutherland will be in Panama City Beach watching the returns, and of course you can watch the returns right here on WCTV all night long. Reporting live from Tallahassee, I'm Rick Adams, Eyewitness News.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to NBC 10 News Today. Your E.O.R.M. Young time. It is coming up on 5:01 here on this Wednesday, September 26, 2012. I'm Rick Adams. Let's take a look at our top story for this Wednesday morning. The Monroe City School Board now has a search committee out there to find a new superintendent. NBC 10's Trinae Williams has more on that and other decisions from last night's school board meeting.
Been drawn to my attention.
All right, things really getting heated up there. That's NBC 10's Trinae Williams reporting. A Rayville man remains missing this morning. Joshua Berry was last seen leaving his home on September 13th. Take a good look at Joshua there. His truck was found wrecked the next day in Franklin Parish. Contact authorities if you have any information on his whereabouts. Some residents in Assumption Parish want to know when they can go home after a massive sinkhole forced evacuations weeks ago. Chris Cusanza has the latest on this.
I can't think too much in advance.
Chris Cusanza reporting on that story. A former employee of the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office may have pocketed up to $70,000 from the department. A state audit reveals that Lakeisha Ford Norris falsified records over an 18-month period. She was arrested back in February. Former Army recruiter was executed last night for the 2002 murder of a woman he met in a bar. Cleve Foster was convicted of the abduction and shooting death of a Sudanese immigrant. This is in Texas. He was given a lethal injection.
He did make a last statement. He looked over at his witnesses. He told them that he loved them. He had a quite lengthy final statement.
And this was the 9th execution in Texas this year. Well, that search continues for a man who robbed a Monticello, Arkansas motel Monday night. Police say a robber walked into the Economy Inn with a gun and took cash from the register. He is described as being in his 30s with dark skin and weighing 145 pounds. Call police if you know anything about this armed robbery. Some local schools are getting some help from local businesses. It's a program headed up by the West Monroe West Ouachita Chamber of Commerce. NBC 10's Nina Criscolo explains. It is 5:08. Ever been in a bind and strapped for a little cash? The dumbest ways to borrow money. That's just ahead on Money Talks News.
All right, Natalie, I don't think Mother Nature can decide what to do. Like this morning, walking out the door, it's very warm, very hot.
Yeah, we actually do. I think it's a moisture that's kind of making it feel a little bit warmer.
Right now it is 5:16. Let's take a peek outside, an early look at our city cam. A nice view of the Twin Cities there here on this Wednesday morning. You're watching NBC 10 News Today. We are your first choice for local news.
Oh, what you got on your pants now? Let me see.
I got string.
Like a string? I thought it was maybe some feathers from the parrot.
the bird.
Or the macaw, I should say. That'll do it for us, and have a great day.
That's right. Today shows up next, Fox 14, in just a few minutes.
Just because you can purchase it in a store or online doesn't necessarily mean that it's safe.
And some people are even saying the 5-hour energy drink could be deadly. As many as 13 people nationwide may have died from these drinks over the last 4 years.
I had half of one once, and it immediately gave me a headache. I felt nauseous.
The 5-hour energy drink is a drink of choice for many on college campuses throughout the area.
I think a lot of students use it if you stay up late studying. It helps you keep focused, keep going throughout the night.
A lot of people drink them, and they at my school, and they were like, they couldn't go to sleep.
It's still not known whether or not the 5-Hour Energy drink is responsible for all these deaths, but one thing is for certain, this little drink certainly packs a powerful punch.
What they're consuming, high amounts of caffeine, particularly for some individuals who may be sensitive to caffeine, it could be harmful.
After, say, an hour or two, I get my high and then I come right back down. I get a little crash.
Representatives from 5-Hour Energy are disputing these death claims. They say that the energy shot contains the same amount of caffeine as 12 ounces of premium coffee. Reporting from Tallahassee, I'm Rick Adams, Eyewitness News. Parts of Morehouse Parish look like a war zone today in the aftermath of what some believe was a tornado that may have touched down.
We just started praying because the tornado was tearing down the front of our house, and we were just scared to death.
How frightening is it going through something like this?
Yeah, it's scary because you don't know if you're going to make it through it, but thank the Lord he made it.
Uprooted trees could be seen everywhere for as far as the eye can see. This was a scene today at the Irvin Lake Deer Camp in Beekman, where crews worked all day clearing trees and debris, attempting to get to an elderly couple trapped in their home.
As far as I know, it's about a quarter mile down there to a grade rock road. We got to go down and get these big trees out, and that's the way it is all the way down through there. Y'all gonna see it.
Bastrop resident Tanya White is lucky to be alive today after a bolt of lightning went through the roof of her apartment, through her ceiling, and right into her bedroom.
I was laying in bed, and I saw a really bright flash of light, and I heard the loudest bang I've ever heard, and at the same time, the entire house shook.
This walkway used to be nice and clear, but right now it's a whole other story. The top of the Hawkins house is blocking it.
The wind was real strong, real heavy. All of a sudden, I know I was laying in my bed, and all of a sudden, water just started pouring inside my house.
Despite the devastation, everybody I had spoken with were grateful to have survived such a frightening storm. Reporting from Morehouse Parish, I'm NBC 10's Rick Adams.
Eyewitness News reporter Rick Adams joins us live now from FAMU with a look at this race. Rick?
All right, Andy and Angela, thanks for being here on the campus of FAMU. A lot of folks out here voting, and they're also excited. Al Lawson, one of the candidates, did make an appearance here not too long ago, and this race is a very interesting and very close race. Lawson and Sutherland ads have dominated the local airwaves this campaign season. The two men are no strangers to each other. Sutherland is the Republican incumbent, and Lawson is the Democratic contender. They actually went head-to-head years ago for that same congressional seat. That was 2 years ago, and that race was very tight. And this race is expected to be very tight as well.
I feel pretty confident that our ground game is together, that we have done well. We've gotten great endorsements, and people have been working hard. And, I am real pleased to see so many people going out to the polls to vote.
Al Lawson and Steve Sutherland will be watching returns all night long, of course. Al Lawson will be watching the returns here in Tallahassee, and Steve Sutherland will be in Panama City Beach watching the returns. And of course, you can watch the returns right here on WCTV all night long. Reporting live from Tallahassee, I'm Rick Adams, Eyewitness News.